just insane moves. AHPI traded to 67. Are you kidding me? Well, no volume, but holy shit. Twix, I added a bunch late day yesterday, and today had a nice, 20%, more than a 20% gap up in it. I sold some once it started fading, but I bought it back once it broke this 115 range. And I'm willing to add more. Guys, I mean, if the market keeps tanking, like this Twix could go to 150, 200, no joke. Like historically, looking at the VIX, it's not that high. It's not that high at all. Could go much higher. Obviously, 1987 was if we get something like this today, holy shit, I'm gonna retire. It's probably not gonna happen. But my point is, this Twix can go very higher, or the XY, and all of these, they can go much higher. They can go up 50% today from these levels, no problem. Tesla, yeah, I'm still holding most of my shares. I held 3,300 shares overnight. But yeah, this is kind of a slow moving. I wish I had gone more heavily into Twix long instead of holding this Tesla short. Like I would have preferred this Tesla going down, before the market went down. But now it happened at the same time. But that's okay. Yeah, TQQ, I had a small quarter size for a bounce, but I just got stopped out of it. AVLR, I have stops set. Baba is sized down a little bit pre-market. We'll see where it goes. I'm gonna put like this as a final stop. I have really tiny shares left. DXCM is still holding up really well. Still above the rising 20-day. And Zoom is obviously on its own planet. I did try APT, HPI, and Codex, small starter size pre-market, but I got stopped out of this. So I took a bunch of small losses pre-market. We'll see. I think these things can obviously go much higher, but there's also a good chance they're just going to go down 30, 50% intraday. We've seen it before with for example, the shippers back in 2015. It was like a similar scenario. They had insane momentum, big gap ups on the final day, and then they just tanked. Sino went up 900% in 5 days, and then it just went down 70% or 68% intraday. A lot of them have been delisted, but ESCA was another one. Wasn't as big of a move, but still went down 67% in 2 days. So we'll see. Yeah, API, I lost like 150,000 yesterday shorting it. I lost like 150k shorting it. It was the strongest one out of those. Codex, I was up almost 100k, and then I minimized it, and I think I took a small loss on it. And it closed strong, and there was just no reason to hold these things overnight. VIR, I was up like 50k on it, and then I ended up being up 10k on it. It closed strong. Is showing big relative weakness compared to these other ones. Like obviously VIR, Codex, APT, and AHPI are gonna be my main watches. These are up the most, and they're the highest priced and the most liquid out of all of these. But VIR is showing relative weakness. Didn't? Yeah, but this is only day one. Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? But it's day one. All of these, they're up like, I mean, look, they're all gonna tank. One tanks, they're all gonna tank. But these are very low priced. I don't like trading low priced ones. Yeah, sure, they can go to 100 plus. They can all go to 1,000 plus. All right, a bunch of gappers, bunch of earnings this morning. Nothing I'm excited about, especially not in this market. Man, Lake, I sold it like 20 or 19 bucks or something like that yesterday, and it hit 4. Like all of these stocks, Lake, Codex, APT, they went up another 100% after I sold them. It's just really insane. I can't believe these things, or I can't believe these things. I've seen this thing. I've seen this movie many times before, but I had such good entries and I had decent size. And let's see, 238.84. I'm gonna set a stop on this Palladium. Looks like it's fading. Whew. I hate these kinds of opens when there's gonna be a lot of things going on. I wouldn't say super expensive, but yeah, they were on the expensive side. The whole world wants to short these things. No, not the whole world, but maybe the whole world wants to buy these things. Yeah, they were on the expensive side, but nothing super crazy. I thought they would be more expensive, to be honest. But yeah, don't be too early on these things, guys. These things have a lot of downside, and there's gonna be plenty of time to short them on the backside. I'm just it's in my personality to try to nail a top, not nail a top, but try to short them before they turn sometimes. So I'm usually always too early with my starters. There's gonna be plenty of room on the backside. Plenty of room. Just don't be too early. That's the number one rule of short selling momentum stocks. Don't be too early. On some of these, it may be better to wait until they're down 10, 15, 20% and then wait for some backside setup. Okay, let's see what we have here. Of course, my platform is lagging. Fucking e-signal. Are you kidding me? Oh, a lot of these things are halted. I got starters on most of them except for AHPI. I sold all Twix. And TQQ is obviously bouncing nicely. And I make I'm not gonna go short Twix. Maybe I am. I'd rather go long TQQ, but it's up so much already. Codex lacks volume because Codex is halted. They're all halted. That's why it lacks volume. APT is unhalted. Wow, it's strong. APT is super strong. APT, I got stopped out. Really? On my starter. Interesting. That thing is really strong. AHPI is still halted. So far, not much triggering. I'm stalking this VXX, which is essentially the Twix. If it fails here at VWAP, to take a swing short in it. Or maybe I'll buy the dip on TQQ. I don't know. No, I'll actually buy the dip on TQQ rather than doing that. Okay, APT. My god, my E-signal is lagging so bad. Yeah, NVAX. I was long it 2 days ago. God damn it. So VR and HPI are still halted. Jesus Christ. Codex did get rejected off its declining VWAP. So that's something to keep in mind. I added some more. I'm gonna use this VWAP as my stop. AIM, yeah, wow. Yeah, now they're starting to take the tertiary names, This Codex, APT, and these were like primary names, and this HPI, VIR were secondary. No, VIR was actually a primary. Now they're starting to take tertiary names higher. Classic sector rotation, or whatever you want to call it. VIR, is it halted again? Holy shit. And AHPI, I have no shares. Nope. VIR, yep, I am gonna need to. Holy shit, I need to cover some VIR, but I can't. I cannot cover VIR because it's halted again. No, wait, isn't? No, it is halted. No, it wasn't halted. Oh, never mind. Let's see here. I just covered a little bit more than half of this VIR. I covered. I didn't have full size anyways. I only had 5,000 tiny shares. The HPI, I'm gonna take that one off. I just don't. Man, these are so hard to trade. Just get halted all the time. Okay, let's see if Codex can fail at VWAP again and then take out these low 18s. I may add more to it. VIR is halted again. Too funny. Damn it, AHPI. Totally missed that one. There were so many things tanking at the same time. Yeah, I'm getting there. You're right. The volume is much lower today on the Codex and APT versus yesterday. You are absolutely correct. Okay, now Codex is starting to come in a little bit. APT is still holding. Kind of hard to know if it wants to go to 45 or 25. Okay, I shorted some. It took out this consolidation, the downside. I have orders set to short more. VWAP and AHPI is at 37. It would be nice if we can bounce back there. APT is still in this tight range. Okay, looks weak for now. It has been building lower highs on the 60-minute chart so far. Sphere still holding. Low 40s. If it gets low 40s, I'm gonna cover up my last 2,000 shares of VIR. Twix, I've been slowly buying it back now. It's been building higher lows on the 1-minute chart. And I still think, if the markets are gonna really go into panic mode, this is gonna be epic. This is going to be epic. All I have to say. APT, super strong. Obviously, I got stopped out on this candle on my 2 starters. Well, 2 starters is actually, a decent position. I've never been short Twix. I re-entered some of what I sold. Veer, looks like I'm gonna get filled on my bid soon. Yes, exactly. Oh, VIR. Oh my god, why didn't I short more of this? So funny, like APT keeps going higher, but VIR, which I didn't get any size on, because it went down so fast, that thing is just super tanking right now. I've covered 4,000 out of my 5,000 shares. Pretty nice trade. So this thing is officially doubled since I sold it yesterday. Oh my god, absolutely nuts. AHPI is strong too. It's kind of funny, and this VIR is down like what? 43% since the open. AHPI is about to take out the highs. What's Lake doing? Lake is thin. And this STM had some kind of financing news today. Obviously, like 3 days after I sell it. It happens every time. I sold it because I got bored of it. And obviously 3 days later it announces some good news and gaps higher. So super annoying. Happens every time. Yeah, they're pushing each other. Yeah, NVAX is... Yeah, too bad I got stopped. I got stopped out on this little flush. No, this little flush on the first day when it broke out. Oh my god. Wow, Tesla is hitting new lows. Pretty amazing. Pretty damn amazing. AVLR, I have a stop set also. Looks like I may get stopped out of it. I'm just trying to focus on some of these names. Yeah, Tesla, I covered up a little bit. I've covered up... I covered up like a quarter yesterday, another quarter today. Oh, I just got stopped out of Palladium. Oh, look at that. What a candle. Wow. That's a crash candle on Palladium. Look at it, 1 minute candle. Holy shit. Insane. Funny, I have only 7 positions. Was not long a time ago I had like 25, 30. AIM? Yeah, that's a decent candle. 33% 1 minute candle. Yep. That's not bad. Codex is weakening. And this AHPI is getting stronger. It's kind of funny how they trade. APT is also getting stronger. But my Codex, I'm kind of full size on it. I don't think I will add. Maybe later. Right now. Yeah, AHPI is taking out the highs of the... Maybe it will go back to 67. Why not? OPGN, yeah, new highs. Yeah, this is literally the kind of market. You can buy any shit stock and it will go higher. It's not gonna last long. Trust me on this one. It's not gonna last for long. It may last today, but you know, next week I think it will die out. Oh, VIR. I think I got... Yep, I've got filled on my last shares. Nice. Okay, I'm all out VIR. Man, what a tough trade. You literally had to short it in the first minute or so. After that, it just didn't give you any entry. I mean, look at this VIR. It's down, what? 46% from the opening? I mean, what the fuck? Look, I wouldn't be surprised this is HPI and APT are gonna do something similar. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, people are getting really euphoric on some of these stocks here. Really euphoric. Yeah, mRNA, yep. This was the trade. I should have traded yesterday. It was so perfect. Look at this, lower highs for like an hour and a half, and then it just broke down below this range, and it was ultra liquid. I mean, yeah, such a beautiful trade that I didn't take. Twix almost, Twix hit exactly the pre-market highs. It takes out that would be interesting. Like, what if we get something like a 1987 scenario? Get a Black Monday, Spice sub 200 on Monday. Wouldn't that be epic? Holy shit. That would be something. Okay, I got stopped out of AVLR. Okay, let's see here. I've been getting stopped out of most of my things lately. SC is still above yesterday's lows. Interesting. So I only have DXCM and Alibaba left. Oh, Space is bouncing today. What source I use to check float? I use MarketSmith and, you know, Finviz. I guess Yahoo Finance. There's a lot of places you can check the float and stuff. But I think Finviz is, you know, it's free and, you know, all of that. Okay, time for another. Damn, time is just flying by right now. And I really need to go to eat. I can't leave the computer. Okay, APT is building lower highs now. For now. Twix is about to take out the highs. APT is still holding above the VWAP. Needs to break VWAP. Codex is firming up. It's actually been building higher lows since the open, which is not something I want to see, but it could still get rejected. NVAX? Yeah, wow. Yeah, they're still pushing each other. They really are. Except this VIR. This one just crapped. This Twix still needs to take out the highs of the day to get some potential fireworks. AHPI is starting to tank now. One by one, they're giving up, at least the main ones. Then we have the secondary and tertiary ones that some of them are still strong. The only thing I'm really looking to long potential is this TQQQ. I'm thinking it may set up similarly to January or February 2018. When we had a similar scenario, we had a waterfall, sell-off. It wasn't as violent as this one, but, in just 2 weeks, it sold off a bunch, found support on the rising 200-day, and then it bounced 55% in like less than 2 months. So that's really the only one I'm looking to potentially buy. Individual stocks, not so much. Not at all. Individual stocks, not at all. And TQQQ, I may go long. I don't know. I'll do like 5,000 shares as a starter. Again, I think this thing could bounce nicely, but I would really love to see one more flush in the market. Oh, APT! Finally! I'm short 45,000 shares of this thing. I'm gonna cover very few above 20 while it's green. I'm gonna cover like 1,000 shares here, 1,000 there. I may regret it, but this thing is, I don't want to underestimate it. Okay, now this Twix is starting to pull back a little bit. What was the ticker looking to? TQQQ. It's a triple QQQs, pretty much. That's what it is. Oh, APT. Yes. Wait, is it halted? No, it's not. Is it? No, it's not halted. No, it is not. Never mind. I didn't get my order through, so I thought it was halted. But okay. Wait, now it's halted. Now it's halted. Yes. Finally. This is beautiful. So the Nasdaq is just below its 200-day. QQQs are just resting on the 200-day and building higher lows intraday so far. Again, TQQQ is the same thing. It's just a triple of it. It's getting tight. I think, TQQQ over 71, I'll do, I don't know, 7,000 shares maybe for a swing trade. Oh! Okay, never mind. Okay. Whew. I thought it went even lower, but I just realized it's at the same level when it got halted. My average on APT is, let's see, 36 bucks. 45,000 shares at 36 bucks. I started building in while, the bad thing is, I lost 150K trying to short it here. I was a little bit too early. I lost 150K here. So that's the bad news. But the good news is, if this thing goes down to 25, I'll make 450K on it. So yeah, and I am also short Codex, a bunch of shares. How many shares am I short this thing? 35. You know what? I'll add more. I'll add a little more. I'll add another 5. No, I won't. Or maybe if it bounces back to like 18, I'll put in an order. Yeah, I'm making and losing $150,000 in minutes, and I don't even give a shit. That's how desensitized I've become. Yeah, AHPI is fading. Where is VIR? VIR, yeah, it bounced off like 39, 38.55. AHPI. How much is APT? Like APT is already down 25% of its highs. Yeah, but it's all about the account size too. Like 100 or 200K, it doesn't really move the needle in my account in any way. So that's what it always depends on. Let's see, where is APT? It does have some support at 29.53 in one of my charts. Yeah, they all show different values. So. Okay, I'm gonna get ready. If it gaps lower significantly, I'm gonna be ready with a cover on APT for some of my shares. I would never risk more than 1% of my account on any trade. Most of my trades I risk like, I don't know, maybe 1.2 to 0.5% of my account. Obviously, I've been a bit heavier now when there's this crazy action. But let's say you risk 1%, that would be $250. So you take, and then you do the amount of shares you need to do. Codex, if it reclaims VWAP, I'm gonna size down. I don't like it holding up this well. Okay, looks like I'm gonna get stopped out of Twix, most of my shares soon, and TQQ, I am getting ready to go long this thing. I really like it. It's building higher lows here. You know what? I may do a starter here. Okay, I'll do a starter. Okay, Twix, yeah, just size down here. Okay, TQQ. I'm long 6,000 shares. I don't have any crazy size. I just don't trust it. Funny. On this candle on Twix, I gave back like 100k in profit. I went from 13,000 shares to 5,000 shares. Boom. Swings are just ridiculous. Wow. Gold. Gold is tanking. Holy shit. Beyond Meat is also really bad today. Yeah. Twix. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna use this 110 there as my stop for my last Twix. EPT looks like it wants to retest the VWAP. If Tesla takes out the highs of the day, I'm gonna size down on it significantly. I'm gonna cover most. It looks like it found support on the rising 50-day. I'm very happy with this trade. Finally nailed it. Too bad it came together with a market correction. Would have been better if it hadn't. And if the markets close weak, I will obviously not be holding this TQQ overnight, because we could get some waterfall panic sell-off on Monday if the markets close weak. And I like my sleep during weekends. I would not be able to sleep if I held this TQQ overnight, and I will add to it if probably later in the day if it holds up well. But I think we will get a multi-day, maybe even a multi-week bounce at least from these levels. We are at some significant support levels in the SPYs. Like in the SPYs, we are back to where we were early 2018. That's amazing. We really needed this reset. Nasdaq is all back to where we were, almost back to where we were like in late 2018 or mid 2018. Nasdaq is definitely stronger than the S&P 500. Some major relative strength there. Been an epic week. It's by far my best week ever. Over 7 figures. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't even know how much I made, but well over 7 figures. Whew. I'm just, I tried to get a good night of sleep tonight, but I didn't get it. I was just so excited for these like Twix and all these Corona names. Yeah. All right, guys. Next week is a new week. I'm not gonna do anything crazy just because I had a good week this week. And yeah, have a great weekend all. You'll get to your first million. You'll get there, trust me. And after you get to your first million, the second million will be easy. Trust me on that one. As long as you don't fuck it up. It all depends on you. Just focus on price action, focus on what the market is doing, what the market is trying to tell you.